Welcome friends, followers and transients to ASTRONEER with me, Vapor. Okay, I've decided I'm going to make a series on this game. I did a live stream with a couple of my friends on YouTube and I had so much fun. Unfortunately, I didn't really know what I was doing, so that's kind of made me think I should actually play this game properly and really learn about it and actually kind of demonstrate how good it actually is. It currently is in pre-alpha, so the game isn't finished and still a lot of work going on. We were fortunate enough to have the co-founder of System Era, the people behind this game, Adam Brommel. He did actually join the live stream and he was so passionate about this game, and it really has inspired me to actually just jump in and make a series, because when you know you have people like that behind the game, you know it's going to go far. So definitely we have to do it. So it's very simple at the moment. You click an astronaut and you head off down to the planet. I think the planets are procedurally generated, and each time you'd start a new game you'd get a different planet. I know you can actually take off and you can go to other planets. So there's lots and lots of things to do. It's going to be strange for me because I'm not used to playing this on my own. The only other time I've actually played this was quite a while ago, and that would have been with Noble Rambler, which I'm sure a few of you may know if you followed me for any amount of time. Speaking of which, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. You might find some interesting stuff on here. I do mainly play survival and city style building games, but yeah, my approach is generally kind of a decorative thing, but I'm kind of branching out a little bit into some different stuff because I have quite an eclectic taste when it comes to computer games, so I'd like to show a little bit more variety. So this doesn't look like a bad start. So initially I'm just going to try and harvest a few resources, then we're going to look for some research. Now research is these kind of things up here, as you can see. It's not a pineapple or a coconut, or anything else that would probably grow up in a tree. Someone's going to tell me a pineapple doesn't grow up in top of a tree. I'm waiting for that. I did mean a coconut. There is another one up there. There is also stuff underground you can mine, so there's quite a lot going on. Anyway, what have I just mined? I've got some compound, which is going to allow me to craft tethers. Put my teeth in, that would be a good start. So tethers are these blue lines here, and what it will allow me to do, if I hit the T key as it says, it will allow me to expand my energy and oxygen range, even though I've not placed that one close enough. Let me just adjust that like so. So I can move further away from my base and actually not have to worry about things like oxygen and power. Initially, I don't think, because we've not got any solar power or anything on here, the power will run out, so the tool is the main thing that uses the power. But that's not a problem. We can deal with it. Is this a hole? Oh, that's what I was harvesting. I thought that could have been a cave. So I'm going to come and have a look at this thing over here, because this may have some goodies for us. Here we go. What have we got? We got some aluminium and some organic. Now, organic, to my knowledge, the only thing you can use that for at the moment is to power your base. So you'll have a generator. I'm not sure if it has any other use. There's quite a bit of resource here, which is quite good. I don't mind that. Let's a little bit more under there. Yep, a little bit more compound. As you can see, all the resources automatically fill up this area. I can build a small solar panel, which would be a good idea. So I'm going to whack that onto my suit. Oh, it's done it automatically. I will probably make another one, and I'm going to attach it to the side of my landing craft. There we go. Although, again, initially it's going to land on me. We have beacons, tethers, and just the solar arrays that we can build at the moment. Over time, with the research, you can do some other stuff. So we'll take some more compound. There's quite a lot of compound over here. There we go. Right, let's head back. I can't remember now if it was compound that we needed to expand our base or not, because like I say, I'm quite new to the game, and when I was playing it in the live stream, I was just causing chaos and making life difficult for everyone. Ah, it's resin that we need. That's fine. Well, I think if I make a little hole here, because I have nowhere to store anything, so you can, like you say, deform the terrain, which is quite useful. And I'm going to just drop these items in here, just so I've got a little bit more room. In fact, I might keep one of those, and we'll make a couple more tethers. There we go. And I'm going to attach a solar panel on the side here. As you can see, wherever you see these little red sockets, you can generally attach something. Fantastic. Okay. So what was it we were looking for? Resin. Oh, I just saw another pod over there. I think we might just run for that. So if you know you're going to go somewhere pretty quickly and head straight back, it's simple enough just to run rather than using your resources. That's compound, isn't it? Yeah, we need resin. They look very similar if I remember rightly, and I think that's where I'm having the issues. Oh, we have some resin and aluminium. Excellent. You can also see these nodes as well, so that's going to be power. So at the moment, the blue bar here is my oxygen, and this is my energy. And there we go. And here we go. We have a node for oxygen. So if I whack out my my gun, I can mine that, and as you can see, my oxygen bar is going up. Now this replenishes over time, so you can literally mine it to exhaustion. But aha, resin. There we go. This is one thing that is slightly annoying. They are different models, but they're very similar in colour. So for someone like me that's only got half a brain, I find it a little bit confusing. And there we go, we're out of power. And that's because I'm not tethered up. And it's kind of night time, so you can see I am generating some energy slowly but surely. There we go. Take that. But without the tether to the base, you're going to run out of energy pretty quickly. So let's get quite a few of these before we head back. Oh, it's just pooped one off the back of my gun. Now you can pick these up and attach them to the side of your tool. Like so. I'm not too sure why it doesn't automatically do that. To me that's a relatively new thing. Aha, we have some more resin over there as well. There's quite a lot of compound. This is a really good start. I couldn't have asked for a better place to start, I don't think. There we go, we get some oxygen straight away. So we just need the one resin on here, and that will extend this outwards. So if we grab you and chuck you on here. Feel free as well, guys, if you do play this game, to drop me any hints and tips. I don't mind. I don't mind any kind of spoilers. Anything that's going to help would be great. Perfect. We now have a research station, and we have some compound down here, don't we? So we can build the research station straight away. If I can grab that. Maybe I'm not close enough. Let's hide that. Now these little platforms, you can actually cycle through different things. So at the moment, I want to build the research station because I'm going to use that to drop these sort of items on here, and it will give us different things that we can build. But if I hit one of these arrows, it will give me different things. So initially we'll go for that. Excellent. And I'm not going to extend off this side because of the hole I've made, but you see this thing will follow you around, and this is anything that we want to build onto our base, we will use this. And we need a resin, like so. And then we're probably going to need a couple more compound. Thankfully, like I said, we've fallen in the hole. There is quite a bit dotted around. Let's see where it is. Why can't I get that? There we go. Did I pick that up? I don't know if I did or not. No. Why? There we go. He's being a pain in the backside. Right, so if I chuck... Oh, it's resin that I need. See? Told you I'd get the two confused. So we'll drop one of those on there. And I think there was some just here, which is very useful. So we'll grab these. That'll do for now. Wow, so much resources. Oh, and we got some more. I'm not too sure what you would call those. They look like drop pods, really. For a second there, I actually lost the base. I'm going to have to place some beacons down as we move further away, because I will lose it eventually. Right, so let's have a look at what else we can build. So we've got a medium printer, so that's going to build things like vehicles. A smelter, which we will need to make things like copper. A vehicle bay, we don't need just yet. I guess we'll probably go for the smelter, so we're going to need compound for that. But we're going to need to do some research, because we need other sources of energy. At the moment, we've got solar, and that will slowly charge these up, as you can see, but that one solar generator isn't going to do a great deal at this stage. Let's drop these things down here. Yeah, so that will slowly go up. If I start using my tool, though, it will deplete that power. Right, here we are. So, is that another one? wasn't there a minute ago. It's the top of this one. I was getting all excited then. I thought this game is being really nice to me. So if we grab our tool, we should be able to grab that down. So this is initially what I'm going to do, because we need some other items before we can do anything else. It'd probably be a good idea if I filled some of those holes in, because later on, undoubtedly, I'm going to crash my vehicle into it. If I get to that stage, probably going to go completely wrong at some point. And if we drop you on top of here, do we have the power? We do. So if we hit this nice orange button here, it's kind of a roll of a dice system here. So you might get resources, or you'll get a piece of equipment. What are we going to get? We got a crane. I have no clue what that's for. I mean, I know what a crane is. I'm not that kind of stupid, but I'm not sure what it does for this game. I will assume it's something to do with the vehicle, but could be wrong. So we'll go and grab another piece. There we go. I feel like I'm just picking fruit from the trees at the moment. But if we carry on with this, there is caves around as well, like I said. You can dig straight down, and eventually you probably will come across an underground cave, but I don't want to do that right now. There's plenty of bits of research up in the trees. I have to be aware though, because there is sandstorms. I wonder what will happen if I... Oh, it's starting to get night time. Oh, is that a sandstorm coming in now? It is. Oh, there it is. So you have to hide. So you have a couple of options. You can get back in your landing pod. I'm not even sure if that's going to... Yeah, it is coming straight at us. You can get in a vehicle if you have one, or you can go underground. I'm not sure if it kills you. I'm going to guess it does. But as you can see, the wind does have an effect. Everything is blowing away. That's why I put my resources in the ground in here. I'm not sure if they will blow away, but I don't want to take the risk. Wow. Are we full on power? I think we are. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yep, both of these things are full. I don't know if I can do this while inside. Oh, I can. That's quite cool. Let's hope we get something useful. I would like more generators. Filters. Again, I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe it's for an aircraft. I'm not sure if it's like a CO2 scrubber or something. But I'm sure we will find out. And if I don't find out myself, I'm hoping one of you guys will comment below and let me know. Wow, this is quite the storm. I don't think I've actually witnessed one this bad so far. There we go. It seems to be dissipating. Wow. It's quite interesting because it's it's quite a green planet. At least the kind of the part that I'm in. So I wouldn't have expected something like that. I guess if it was in a desert sort of area. But yeah, I think I live in the UK and we don't really get anything too bad here, so I'm not used to that sort of stuff. The worst thing we get is rain. That's about it. We get snow occasionally, but yeah, nothing too terrifying, that's for sure. Quite lucky. So if we drop this on here, there we go. Let's hope for something a little bit better. I need to fill that hole in at some point, so he's in a really bad position. What are you going to give me? Please be something useful. A small wind turbine. Fantastic. That's something I can build on here. It is, and I need aluminium, which, thankfully, I have. So we'll make one of those. Now the thing is, at the moment, I don't have a battery to store any surplus energy. So if I whack that on there, once these are full, they will just stop doing anything. So at some point we need to get some lithium and obviously the research to make batteries so we can have a nice stockpile of energy. Now was I right in thinking, let me get my tethers out because we're going to go for a little bit of a wonder. Did I put that on myself? I did. What's happening there? It's not working properly. There we go. I don't know if it was this way or not, but I'm pretty sure I saw... I'm going to call them drop pods because I don't know what they're actually called. Is that this way? I'm sure it was this way. I can see some research up in a tree over there anyway, so we'll head this way. It helps if you keep these connected. There we go. And also they illuminate the area, which is quite good when you're underground. Is that another storm? Please don't be another storm. Not now I'm heading over this way, no. Maybe I was looking at clouds. Could have swore it was this way. No, I must have been seeing things. Okay. There is also crashed spaceships and satellites, so there's research around those and materials. They'd be quite useful to come across. So hopefully, although a vehicle might be good. I could probably 3D print one. Maybe that's the next option. And that would allow me to travel a little bit further rather than doing everything on foot. So potentially we'll have a look at that. But I don't want to kind of go too far yet. I'm sure you guys will give me some useful pointers. There we go. Do we have enough power yet? No. So it's nighttime. There's no wind and there's no solar energy. That's wonderful. I could have swore that I saw some of those little drop pod things. I have been known to see things that are not there, so it's quite possible. I'm not going to venture too far. You can, if I remember rightly, unless it's been taken out of the game, you can build an additional like battery that'll go in your pack and an additional, not sure what that was, and an additional O2 tank. You're O2, aren't you? Yeah. Give me some more oxygen. I keep hearing wind and I'm getting a little bit paranoid. Some research there. Let's just suck up some of this compound. Excellent. And if we're feeling a little bit brave, let's get some of this resin while we're over here. And I think, potentially... Oh no, we're out of power. Not good. Okay, and I think, yeah, we might look at building a 3D printer and just kind of getting that ready. Oh dear. This might not end well. I could die in episode 1. That is always a good start. Thing is, once you start suffocating, you move slowly. I'll put my gun away, because you apparently move a little bit quicker with your gun away. Oh dear. And that was my last tether. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. Oh my goodness. That was insane. Okay. Let's not do that again. I think I can connect onto the front of here. Or not. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Doesn't matter. Let's bring you out here. I know you can bring them further out just by plopping... Is it resin? Is that how you do it? I think I can make this come... Yeah. So I don't have to build one of these things directly on there. So we can move it forward. And did we have another resin? We got... Oh, we haven't got quite enough. Okay. Was there some around here? Yes. We will suck up some of this. Is that enough? A little bit more? Bingo. I'm not too sure though, like I say, what I need for the vehicles, so we will figure that one out. Right, so that needs a resin as well. Let me just quickly do the research on this. How can we not have any power? We have wind, we have solar. I might chuck you on here. Ah, does it make a difference where it is? Interesting. In fact, can we grab that aluminium? We'll make another one. Let's have a see now. Wind. Perfect. Put you on there. Yep, that is slowly charging. It should charge quite quick now because the sun is out too. Compound. Where's the resin here? Yeah, I think what I'm going to try and get in the habit of is once I've mined these things out, because I'm guessing they don't come back, is I'm going to work on filling the holes back in again. Because it will become a problem, potentially. Right, so we needed 2 resin. I don't know what I just said, but for some reason my Amazon dot just kind of lit up. I don't remember saying... I'm not going to say the name because it will react again, but yeah, for those of you that have got them, I'm not sure what I just said to make it react, but it lit up. So used to me asking for it to play music, I guess. Right, here we go. So what are we going to build? We are going to build... Oh, I wonder if it's the vehicle bay you need. I'm guessing so. Oh, we need aluminium and I've just used it all. How irritating. I guess let's... Oh, we need copper for that, so we can't build any of that either. Okay, we really are going to have an explore underground. Let me pick that tether up because it's literally doing nothing over there. Can I just put it away? I think I did. So we're going to research you. What are you going to give us? I think this is going to be some kind of research because it's not just giving me a resource straight away. A medium generator. Ah. Filters. I'm not sure what that's for. Does it tell you? No. Beacon, tethers, small solar. Okay. Pass. I'm not too sure. Whack those down there. What did we actually need to make tethers? Compound. Okay. Get a couple more of those. We're just going to go and head off and have a little bit of an explore. There's plenty of compound around, so hopefully... This is compound, right, isn't it? It is. So let's just vacuum up a little bit more of this and we'll turn it into tethers so we can have a little bit of a journey. And let's see what we can find. Research is the key thing here, but because I have the smelter, it would be nice to get the resources required to make things like copper and aluminium. And most of that stuff is underground. I can just dig straight down, but I'm going to have a wander around. Because there is usually cave entrances. I could head towards the mountain. I can see one there. But we're just going to kind of head out this way. Because I'm interested to see if there's any crashed ships or satellites nearby. I'm not really placing these very well. There we go. I can see something over there. I'm not too sure what that is. Oh, it's that looks like one of the resource nodes, but it's one of the larger ones. One of the things that I do like about this game is when you do build a spaceship, you can actually build other little bases elsewhere, whether it's on another planet or another part of this planet. And I think the planets are all different sizes, so some you can drive around pretty quickly and others would take a little bit longer. I could be wrong. Strange looking cave up there. In fact, there's a massive cave entrance here, so we'll head that way. Hopefully we have enough tethers, but I'm guessing we're going to run out eventually. So we'll need a little bit more compound. Not that I can see any. Unless, this is resin, isn't it, I think. What's that compound? I think that actually is compound. That is resin. A little bit more. Yeah. I don't know why I get the two mixed up, and that's a resin as well, but that is a good amount. A beacon may be a good idea here, so I can remember where it is. But hopefully if I just don't go in every which direction with these tethers, then I'll be able to follow them back to various locations. There is lots of resin around here. This is like the mother lode. Okay, I'm probably going to run out of tethers very soon. I think I've got one left. Oh, I can make some more. Excellent. Aha. Now some of these plants are a problem. I know some of them kill you. I might attach these to the roof. There we go. Have some nice little... some little lights. So what we're looking for is I think it's malachite and what is the other one called? Malachite will give me copper. I can't remember the name for the aluminium. Hydrazine is rocket fuel, so we don't currently need that, so we will ignore that for the moment. What are you? Aha. Oh, right. See this gas coming towards me is not a good thing. I need to take those plants out. Now the only way that I'm aware you can do that is by using your tool. And they will kill you. Let's see if I can... Ah! Running away from the green smoke, hopefully. Is that dissipating enough? It is. Right, let's see if I can... Right, they're out of the way now. Occasionally there is research underneath them. I would venture a guess there's some research under these, but we'll grab that on the way back because I want some of this. Because we needed copper for one of the things we could build. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was the printer, but we will vacuum up as much of this as we can possibly get. And we can then head back. It might have helped if I stayed hooked up to the power. There we go. Let's get a little bit more of this. Aha, now that might mean that my base is out of power. It's probably nighttime outside. Okay. Right, was there any research here? I can't see anything. What else have we got in here? There's nothing that way at the moment. There's not much here. It's quite an empty cave, to be honest. But we'll come back and explore a little bit more, I guess. So let's have a quick look and see if there's anything here. Whoa, I just got killed. I didn't realise they exploded, but there is something underneath. So there goes death number 1. Aha, that's useful. It tells you where you died. Right, let's shoot back over there. And the good thing is you can pick up the things that you had. I don't think currently there is really any penalty to dying other than maybe the slight annoyance of it. But I've just learnt something new. Don't destroy those plants when you're too close to it. There is a crashed satellite or a spaceship over there. We'll have to remember to take a look at that. I don't think we're going to have time in this episode to do that. But we will definitely take a look. I want to pick up the remnants of my corpse and see if there was some research under there. But the good thing is, say we've got some malachite now, which will allow us to make copper once we smelt it. And that means we can, I think was it the printer? It's either the printer or the vehicle construction bay. It's one of the two. But at least we can kind of move forward in that way. And then it's just a case of gathering more research, at least to my knowledge. But like I've said, please let me know in the comments if you know better. Because I'm kind of clutching at straws as it stands. What have we got here? Right, so that's everything off my body. Right, that go away. Aha, research. So if we can dig you out, we have you. The only thing is, you don't move very quick when you've got this. You can hold the shift, but I feel like you move a little bit slower. So we'll head back. And I think in the next episode, what we will do is, we will go and have a look at that spaceship for one. And we'll go over a little bit more research, and then we'll look at building a vehicle, because I'm pretty sure we can probably muster that in the next episode. Yeah, that isn't a million miles away. I'm hoping that the map doesn't kind of change between saves. I'm hoping not, at least. But this is probably, I think, the most up-to-date version of the game currently, and the patch didn't drop that long ago, so I don't think there's going to be any game-breaking saves. As I said at the very beginning, this is early access, so things will and can go wrong, and one of the things that can go wrong is save files become incompatible, but I think we're probably not at a good point at this stage. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please drop a like, a comment, and a subscribe. But until next time, as always, take care.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente.